Welcome to Griffo Media, I'm Griffo. Today on the Xbox 360 is Sonic All-Stars Racing. What a great game. Some might say a bit of a Mario Kart clone, but I think it's a great game in its own right. And I do prefer this to the transformed version. Actually works a lot better than the transformed version with a wheel because you don't have to use the aeroplane mode and all of that. So anyway, let's jump into this game, and I've got a converter in place because I do have this on the PS3 as well, but I can't use pedals with it. So with the converter in place on the Xbox 360, that enables me to use pedals, which is good. And there is an arcade version of this one, which if you've stopped by your local Super Bowl or whatever, you would have seen, and plays really well actually in the arcade. So this is how we're playing it today, wheel and pedals. Using the weapons on the X button on this actually. The brake pedal does give us a little drift around the corner, which is handy in these situations. And as we stand, we're in position 2. Okay, I know I'm doing beginner level, but I'm just doing this for demo purposes. So yeah, X button there, get a little file. Feels like a right battle going on for first place right here. Right, here we go then, last lap. Time to get a move on. I'll keep that weapon just in case. I think he's right on my tail, isn't he? Actually, we'll get rid of that one and see what else we can get. That's better, because now, if they fire any weapons from behind, they're not going to get me, are they? As shown right there. There we go, there's level 1. Sonic All-Stars Racing on the Xbox 360. So let me talk you through Logitech G29 racing wheel with pedals that both work. Drift is on the brake, accelerate of course. Full HD monitor, it's actually a 4K monitor being upscaled. So the full HD signal is being upscaled to 4K, which is why it looks so great. That's a Sony. This is a track racing cockpit with the F1 race seat, and the TV actually does mount onto the whole bracket, which is fantastic. The guys in Australia make the track racer. I've got the Mac 4 version, but there's now a Mac 5 version. We get little speaker mounts and a keyboard stand and all of that, so really good. So this is stage 2, Sonic All-Stars Racing in the snow. So get a little drift on here, pick up a weapon, or an item, or whatever you want to call them. Give that a fire. I think I caught in mid-air there, Pikachu running past. So of course, Sega did collaborate with Nintendo in the arcades with Triforce with Namco, and they did the brilliant Mario Kart Arcade GP and GP2, videos of which you can see on my channel. But really good arcade games actually. And then of course you've got the one that's in the arcade at the moment, Mario Kart DX, which graphically is absolutely phenomenal. Whether it comes to the new Nintendo console that's out next year, the Switch, who knows? Because when they demoed the Switch, it did look like they were demoing, well, they were definitely demoing Mario Kart, but whether they were doing Mario Kart 8 on that from the Wii U, it looked very similar to the Wii U version, in fact. Right. This looks like a good boost to me. We've gone All-Star. So that's on the X button. Right, we're well ahead of everybody now. I don't know why it gave me the All-Star. Maybe it is look at the draw. rid of that. Let's see what else we can collect. Same again. Horn. Get rid of that. Let's see what we get this time. This is lap 3, so we're just coming towards the end of this level. Well before anybody else. Because we went all-star, so another maximum 10 points. So we'll do the last 2 levels. So yeah, Sonic All-Stars Racing, really good game. I do hear that Sega in the pipeline have a 3rd in production at the moment. Don't know how true that is. Be very nice. Transform for me took a step back. I think graphically it didn't look as good as this. It was more difficult on a wheel because of obviously the flight mode that you could get in some of the levels. There's the afterburner level and stuff. You can control it actually on. We'll do a demo where you can control it on the D-pad here. But yeah, I prefer this one every single day of the week. Let's drop some bombs here. Boom. The red one's aim, of course, the green one's is a bit of a throw and hope, so I just launch them all at the same time and hope for the best. Shadow's bike's actually a good vehicle to use on this game because you can get around just about any corner okay. Look at that. Sonic's car, even though I drifted, it still went a bit too far wide. So we'll do the little drift again here. But again, you know, still trying to get control of it when you come around the bends. There you go, that's a bit better. Caught your Shadow anyway. Just need a weapon now. Which we missed. This is not my most favourite level on this game, and I absolutely hate the Super Monkey Ball levels. Not just because they're really difficult and they have really tight corners. I just think the layouts of the tracks are just outrageous and take away the pace of the game. But that's my opinion. They look good graphically, of course. So we're in first position, just lost out to Shadow. Right. Have some of that. So back in first here now. Oh, been overtaken yet again. Okay, final lap, here we go. Not me, that's for sure. So that's the kind of weapon you need towards the end of a level because that locks onto your target. So we'll hold on to that one for a little while, I think, until I need to use it. Right. So obviously somebody's very close. I think it's Tails behind me from the look of the map at the top there. Well, I think it's in the bag, is this? He says. And now racing upside down. Where are we going here? Right, you're having that. Everything but the garden shed right now. So there you go, that's not very good. 4th position when I was leading for the majority of that race. On to the final level on this Sega All-Stars Racing long play video on the Xbox 360, Logitech G29. It is fun, it's a good game to play is this. And the next level, probably one of my favourites, Carnival Town Sunshine Tour, says it all, very pretty looking level. Brings out a lot of the funness of the game. Samba d'Amigo. Of course, when you unlock the credits on this game, you can buy loads of different tracks for this. Go! Samba de Janeiro. Right, a win on this one would give me top points, I think, and I would win the race league. Taking part that counts, of course. So there. Right, out my way. Griffo's coming through. Here we go. Woo, span out there. Right, let's get some pace on here. Out my way, Shadow. Right, let's get some pace on. Right, final lap. Here we go, guys. Keep it tight on the bends. Why did I know that was going to happen? Did that work on those guys? Probably not. No, 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 no. Not so close to the end, please. You hear that alert going and you just know, Right, here we go then. It's a win. Woo! So there we go, the long play of Sonic All-Stars Racing. Xbox 360, Sonic was the character. This is the Logitech G29 racing wheel. Very good fun. We've got to stay to see me get podium top place, haven't we? Why not? Even Shadow's clapping. I must have driven well. Sonic All-Stars Racing, Xbox 360 on Griffo Media. Thank you for dropping by our channel.